I will call to order the regular meeting for the Owensboro Independent Board of Education of May 23rd, 2013. And the first order of business on the agenda is board recognition. And first in line are our 2013 Academic All-Stars. This is to be presented by Jane Prince, our OHS guidance counselor.
Hello everybody. We're here today to recognize the OHS Academic All-Stars. Every year there is an all-star competition, a regional all-star competition where you choose 7 nominees. The different categories are journalism, foreign language, English, social studies, the arts, math and science. And of the 7, Owensboro High School won 4 categories this year. Each year, if you have 1 or 2 winners, you're really pleased. But when you have 4 and you sweep the thing, you're really excited. And so we have a couple of the people here today. Apparently, a couple have taken vacation. But Jeff Keeley, come on up here. And Emily Davis, come on up. And I want to go over with you who our nominees were in our school system, first of all. In the area of journalism this year, we had Emma McFarland, who represented us. Lydia Kaminsky was foreign language. And Chandler Thompson was English. Emma McFarland is going to go to the University of Kentucky. Lydia Kaminsky has gotten a Brown Scholar at KWC, and she's going to attend Wesleyan. Chandler Thompson is going to attend Belmont. Of the winners, Philip Lance is not here today. He's going to attend the University of Kentucky. He is a Governor's Scholar. He received the UK Presidential Scholarship, the Woodward Scholarship, and a National Merit Low Scholarship. So you can see these are quality people that did win, too. Also, Dutch Downer's not here today. He's going to attend the University of Michigan. He received the U of M Shipman Scholarship and the National Merit Low Scholarship. He is going to major in engineering and Philip in political science. Dutch was, of course, the winner for the math, and Philip was the winner for social studies for the Academic All-Stars. Now, with me today, though, I have Emily Davis. She's going to attend Kentucky Wesleyan College. She's going to major in music education, and here's our future music teacher, by the way. She blames it on Mrs. Wiggins, she says, but she's very interested in being a music teacher. She received the Heritage Scholarship at Kentucky Wesleyan. And on my right is Jeffrey Keeley. He's going to the University of Louisville. He is a Governor's Scholar also. The U of L Henry Vaught Scholarship, did I get that right? Okay. He is interested in mechanical engineering, and he just told me he could use this either in the military or the transportation industry. What a wide range, you know? But these are great thinkers. Of all of these students, and we had so many this year that could have filled these categories, it was very difficult. It's something that we think about a lot as educators in our building. We sit around and argue across the table, and we try to say, no, I have Jeffrey, no, I have Emily, and we argue over who gets to have who in what category. So there's a lot of thought in the department chairs about which students will be selected. So congratulations to Emily and Jeffrey and Philip and Dutch that aren't here. Thank you. I'll take care of them too. Thank you very much.
Next on our agenda today for board recognition is Owensboro High School's 100 years of accreditation with SACS. And here to present that is Miss Sally Sugg, who's the board member of SACS and is principal of the Henderson County High School.
Good evening to everybody and the board members. Thank you for having me here. I'm very pleased to be here presenting this award on behalf of the State Council for the Southern Association, which is now Advanced Ed. 100 years, wow, that's a big milestone. There are 4 high schools in the state of Kentucky that are receiving this accreditation recognition this year, so you're among very good company. Holmes High School in Covington, Mayo High School in Louisville, Paducah-Tillman High School, and of course Owensboro High School. These schools serve some of Kentucky's oldest and proudest communities, And I would also say that you have managed remarkable change and improvements to maintain your school and the standards of achievement that SACS holds dear to their hearts. So we're very proud of you. 100 years ago, the SACS standards were quite different than they are now. You were judged on things like the length of the school day and perhaps the number of textbooks in your school, all inputs. And today we look at outputs. We look at what you are achieving with your students, and those things are much more important, although all of those building blocks need to be there to have the student achievement. So congratulations, not only to the leaders and the leadership and the teachers and the students in the community of Owensboro High School, but also to the Board of Education for their support. We know the schools can't get there without the support of the board. And I would also just say to the board and the community, we hope that your continued support will help Owensboro High School to continue to grow and prosper and provide meaningful learning experiences for all students in the high school at Owensboro. Thank you.
We have a wonderful representation here for some of our staff from Owensboro High School. I think we should give you all. Next on our list of recognition is our 2013 OPS Bus Driver of the Year, presented by David Johnson.
A couple of years ago, we started selecting a transportation employee or a bus driver of the year, and what's been interesting, all the process we use doesn't start with the administration or the leadership. We let the nominations come from actual bus drivers because we think it's really important that the person selected is nominated and selected by their peers. But when we started that process, we were a little concerned that people may choose just who's most popular and not who is the most committed, dedicated, has great character, committed to our school system, cares about kids, and cares about our transportation department. But for the second year in a row, we have gotten a fantastic winner who has all those character traits. He exemplifies everything we want in a transportation employee. And I want to have not only Rex McGee, who's our winner, come up, but Diana Kennison, who does a great job with transportation. But this year's winner is Rex McGee. Congratulations.
Thank you, Rex. Taking those kids on the bus is not a job I would want, but I appreciate you doing it. I can't imagine driving that many kids down the street.
No.
2013 Kentucky Director of Pupil Personnel of the Year Award, presented by Dr. Vick.
I'm delighted to present this award. It won't officially take place until the fall at the Director's Pupil Personnel Fall Institute, but they announced it and told us that we could go ahead and announce it. And so I'm certainly glad that while I'm still here, I get to make this presentation. David Johnson is the recipient of this award. When I got here, he had a cushy job over in the Department of Instruction. But yeah, he didn't know what a hard day's work was. But when Tom Sciracco left, he kind of pointed me in his direction. He said, I kind of think David could do that if you'll work with him pretty hard, give him some direction. And so he said he won't measure up to my standards for a while, but he might get there eventually if you work hard with him. And so I asked him, and he ran almost the first time, and so I kept working on him, and I said, I need you to do this because I think you can make a difference. And so he kind of reluctantly agreed, and that was 11 and a half years ago. And he's a little grayer than he was then, because he has one of the toughest jobs in the district, because he has to deal with, he conducts disciplinary hearings when schools have issues with students that they can't handle. Then they call David, and he conducts a lot of hearings, and he has to make some tough choices about what happens with our students after they get in some difficulty at the school level. And so he has to work closely with the court system, Department of Juvenile Justice. He helps get kids into other programs where they might be successful. He has a role in deciding if a child needs to go to our alternative school. And so he doesn't win a lot of friends and influence a lot of people in that role. I don't know how he got elected to the city commission. Apparently a lot of those folks must not voted. But anyway, David does a great job, and he's certainly to be commended, and so I want to congratulate him, and he does a tough job very well. David.
Before I sit down, I don't want to give a speech, but I want to thank the people who really make it possible for me to do this for 11 years. And some of them are sitting out there, and they're assistant principals and principals, because if it wasn't for the relationship I have with them and how hard they work and how well they do their job, because I know most DPPs around this state, and they don't have the luxury that I have with great assistant principals and principals, so that goes a long way, so thank you all very much.
Can we have Ms. Prince come back up, please?
Oh, sure. I recognize him.
One of our students
Oh, yeah.
is here.
Hey, Phil.
Hey.
Do we have anybody else hanging
I
around
didn't
back
see
there?
anyone else hanging around.
Come on up. This is Philip Lance. Philip was our social studies winner for the Ford Awards. Political science, is that what you told me?
It was social studies.
Social studies, political science, one of those. Probably law school eventually, one of those guys. Anyway, well, what you're going to major in college. Going to the University of Kentucky. What are you going to major in? You tell them.
I'm going to major in economics at Kentucky.
Okay, close. Yeah. That's
Pretty social.
It's pretty social, yes. And Mrs. Thurman's back there. She definitely cheered him on and put him in the right spot. And he excels in everything. Everything he applies for, everything he touches is perfection. He is really somebody to be proud of. So we're very proud of you.
Thank you.